Like the video and subscribe right now, and Seal Papa will let you head pat him. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Making Pizza Hut stuffed crust at home but better. We warned you before, Joshua. Now you have left us no choice. Would you bread me? Kid would come out half plastic. Ketchup. Ah. Yes, I was looking for a soap dispenser labeled ketchup with a picture of grapes. I really want this bottle in my bathroom. I'd place it next to matching decorative soaps and towels, as if it seems like it fits. But I'll actually fill the thing up with ketchup. So when I have guests over and they decide to use the bathroom, they will see this bottle and have a moment of cognitive dissonance. This soap bottle in the bathroom is labeled ketchup, so surely it must dispense soap instead of ketchup, despite the label saying ketchup, right? And then let them have a moment of realization followed by abject horror as they pump viscous ketchup all over their hands instead of soap. Well, I will be Yawasawajan today. In Tunal breeding you say, let's make our first whittle incision. Dalkto, Wualoswing him. Quick, hand me the deafened wingwatao. Please, turn off my ducking life support. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, a minion what he was doing between 1933 and 1945. Never ask a minion where he was during 9/11. Banana Akbar. This is about to be the modern day Titanic. Inside giant flying luxury hotel that can stay in the air for years. Ukrainian women raise $700,000 for their nation's troops by selling nudes. We are not Shrek's workers. We are trying to raise money for the war. This is so disgusting. Where's their moral? Where's their dignity? Where's the link? Well, you know what they say. Incest is best. Put your sister to the test. Sweet Home Alabama. You could sell diet cocaine. I was gonna ask, isn't that just Adderall? But then I remembered that Adderall is actually diet meth. Boneless meth. Casually walks up and slaps horse's ass. Horse bucks, kicks the girl, and casually scalps her. Or rather breaks her neck, permanently. What happened in your life that you were expecting to be joyful but was more traumatic? My first real makeout session. We were laying in her backyard at night on towels in the grass. An hour later she asks, what's that smell? And we look. We had been rolling in dog shit we didn't see because it was dark outside. What a shitty situation you rolled yourself in, bro. Suicide deer versus race car. The deer was a car insurance scammer. Where do you like being touched the most? In my heart. Reaches between your ribs. Joe Biden. Who are man eat fish he day, teach fish man, to a lifetime. Joe Biden. Light a fire for a man, keep him warm for a night. Light man on fire, keep him warm his entire life. You all know that's 4.76 quadrillion against 1. That's almost the same percentage for your hands to split an atom, and yes, I'm bored enough to do the math. Same chance for my dad to come back? No. That's 0. The duck is up with Shreksuality these days. It used to be just straight, gay, and be simple, right? But no, everyone has to be some shit like omnishrexual. Like the duck is omnishrexual supposed to mean someone who likes everything. So you're B without being B. Got it? Man, I'm tired of stupid Shreksuality shit. Every time people complain we add 5 more. Good work there, boy. Oh my god. What's happening with your pouch? Mom, I finished cleaning my room. Or, Mom, do I have to clean here too? Yes, yes, right there. Just a bit more. Just a bit. Age 11. Fall out of tree like a ducking pinball game and got a high score. Thought everything was good besides some gnarly scrapes. Then it happened. I went to take a shit and immediate blood everywhere. Turns out I had ripped my asshole open to the point that I needed 7 stitched up into my rectum. They had to put me under for the procedure and gave pain meds and poop softeners for rehab. If you don't know, being under local anesthetic makes you quite constipated. I didn't shit for 4 days. Let me tell you, 4 days of constipation vs over the counter shit softer. The poop will win every time. I went to take my first shit with my brand new stitched asshole, and I got the turd about halfway out before I literally had nothing left to give. With tears in my eyes and a concrete turd sticking out of my ass, I did the only thing I could do. I wrapped my hand up and that TP grabbed that motherfucker and pulled it out of my own ass. I could have died that day on the toilet. A part of me did. Full recovery was made. Mental recovery very questionable. This has got to be the funniest shit I have ever read in so long. Throwing lamps at people who need to lighten up. Throwing handles at people who need to get a grip. Throwing refrigerators at people who need to chill. Throwing scissors at people who need to cut it out. Throwing clocks at people who need to get with the times. Throwing matches at people who need to get fired up. Throwing a brick at someone to kill them. How pets give your kids a brain boost. Spoiler, no recipe in article. How did your hamster die? Because apparently these things die from the weirdest stuff. Had to. The dad lost it and ate all of the babies and mom during labor. He later escaped and was never seen again. My kids won't own hamsters. Edit. My dad did not eat the hamsters. Hamster dad did. Hilariously bad grammar. Female news anchors. Male news anchors. Bruh, who the duck thought it was a good idea to draw Sandy like that? I don't know, man, kinda want some of that squirrelacy right now. When you sneeze, there is a random explosion somewhere in the world. If someone says bless you, then the explosion doubles in size. Me purposefully getting a cola. But think about the children. Gets cold faster. What's a NSFW history fact that we don't often hear about? William C. Minor, one of the contributing writers of the Oxford English Dictionary, chopped off his penis using the pocket knife he used to cut the bound pages of his old first edition book. So that's why it's called dictionary. What is perfect running form? Run technique tips for all runners. The cops still got me. Ordered Amazon delivery and selected replace item with the closest thing they can find if they run out of stock. We ordered tampons and they sent the closest appropriate thing, which right now is a bag of 50 frozen sausage rolls. Can you do that? Yes sir, I can easily handle 2 balls at a time. Oh, you mean setting? I don't know then. Duck Putin. I'm good. I have a girlfriend for that. You have girlfriend? Why are you on Reddit? To find potential buyers for her organs. Suicide rate in the world. God, I hate when Greenland is left blank due to no available data. Oh no. Akari. This user is registered Shrek's offender. Learn more about Discord's child safety policy. Is this a real thing that Discord does? Yay, I got it on my profile a few weeks ago as well. Why does her body structure look like my profile picture? What is the most illegal thing you have done? Porn. Not sharing the details. I'm not proud of it. If you're confused on what 07 means, it's a salute, O being the head and 7 the arm. Oh my god, thank you. That makes a lot of sense now. What about, oh god? I can already sit anywhere. I'm in a wheelchair. You can also roleplay as a Russie. Wanted to share my love for Pokemon. Was this on your dominant arm? Please no lol. Calgary Herald, did you fall and hit your head? Man in hospital after early morning Saturday shooting. According to the picture, he's clearly not going to make it. Has anyone here ever punched someone? Like properly? I did once years ago, but he was really rude and getting in my face. And I was very drunk admittedly. Also I was driving, so it wasn't really a punch. Basically I ran over a child with my car. Uganda discovers gold deposits worth 12 trillion US dollars. Trade offer. I receive large quantities of gold. You receive democracy. Remove the blood in this comic takes on a whole different meaning. I coded a friend to play Minecraft with me. Givey a friend. Hi bestie. Hey there. How are you doing today? I'm doing better now. I'm glad to hear that. What's been going on? This is the saddest thing I've ever seen. This is sadder than my sister dying last week. Extra fun fact. The oldest woman to give birth was 74. If you were born in 2000, your grandma could have been born in 1852. It would only take 27 generations to get back to zero compared to the usual 66 to 100. Unfun fact, the youngest person to give birth was 5 years and 7 months. You likely have hundreds if not thousands of skin mites living on your face right now. The males crawl out of your pores at night to find a female and have Shreks on your face. Who would have thought that our faces were a hotbed of pornography? Steve Irwin taught us to love animals. Fred Rogers taught us to love each other. Bob Ross taught us to love ourselves. Pornhub taught us to love our step-siblings. This is what true happiness looks like. Bro Kirby consumed her in the last picture. Now to find the guy with 800 holes in his body. SpongeBob. Bro, what the duck? Forbidden flashlight. Cursed foot. Not gonna lie, I find this very convenient. No longer will I have to decide which toe I want to suck on. It's impossible for my daughter to get raped. Challenge accepted. Still can't believe I found the same guy I took this photo with 13 years ago. This man killed someone in a robbery. I mean, I don't complain about shit and I'm the 400-pound dude banging out your mom. My brother in Christ, the only thing you're banging out is your knees on the way to the fridge. What is going on here? This is actually really sad to see. These gorillas are being taken to a factory to become gorilla glue. Or crushed to become gorilla glass. You have to eat your last emoji. How screwed are you? Oh shut, I'ma become Ukraine. Not again. The pussy is right there. Why are you going in the ass? Roe v. Wade. It's weird. I've dated a few girls who owned horses. They were the hardest to satisfy in bed. I don't know what to feel. The hamster urge to die tragically and abruptly. My friend's hamster had testicular cancer and became obsessed with eating his own balls and died. Imagine having a dead hamster with cheeks full of his own cancer testicles. Razer boiler. Women gaming setup. I have some trouble with Windows. Can you switch to Linux? Switch to Linux. Switch to Linux. Linux users, when they're in my basement, suddenly they're begging for Windows. When her dad walks in her room, so you gotta go hide under her bed and you find your homie hiding too. And the bed starts creaking harder. Roast me. Oh wow, look, another moderately attractive girl posting roast me, trying to boost their ego because they think that they are too pretty to be seriously insulted. I'd talk about how much makeup you have on, but the rest of the unoriginal ducks in the thread have already brought that up. So let's move on to the gaping hole that is your clear lack of self-confidence, something that no amount of makeup will ever be able to fix. Let me guess, you probably spent most of your weekend drinking at bars, which you still think starts on Thirsty Thursday, even though you've been out of college for a few years by now. If you stick to the shadows, like you have in your picture, it's probably not too hard to get picked up, especially since your crippling self-doubt keeps your standards nice and low. One night stands are most likely your forte, but hey, once in a while you go crazy and date someone for a month until they realize how completely devoid of any real personality you are and find someone else to validate themselves. But look at the bright side, at least your slowly creeping alcoholism will bring your lifespan well below the national average. Dead body reported. My wife was wondering what bukkake was, so I invited some friends over to explain it. She was really surprised when my friends came. You should have seen her face. Well, in Cell's defense, unlike most guys in anime, at least he's pursuing a girl that's 18. Fastest man alive. Which might explain why you can't get a date. I mean, Flash can give her some 300 orgasms per second, so 1 minute would be hell itself. Casual racist versus competitive racist. Stop, you violated the law. Carl Tanzler removed Alina Milagro's body from her tomb, covered her rotting skin with silken plaster, held her bones together with wires and coat hangers, replaced her eyes with glass, and slept with her corpse for 7 years. Sometimes after a long day at work you just wanna go home and crack open a cold one. I believe that all court decisions being decided by a boxing match between either side's clients. All in favor say aye. Domestic abuse cases are about to get really interesting. This zucchini we grew from our garden. I hate to ruin your fun, but I'm going to anyway. This is what happens when you don't pick your zucchini/courgettes when they are normal sized. They continue to grow and become tough and flavorless. There's even a name for overgrown zucchini. They are called marrows. You can still eat them. I think some people stuff them, but they aren't as good. Oh, these were never for eating. Reasonableness. Marty ate 4/6 of his pizza and Lewis ate 5/6 of his pizza. Marty ate more pizza than Lewis. How is that possible? Marty's pizza is bigger than Lewis's pizza. That is not possible because 5/6 is greater than 4/6. So Lewis ate more. Marty ate Lewis. Just imagine this. If you, as a woman, have an ectopic pregnancy, then a. You don't get an abortion and you die. B. You get an abortion and you die. How ducked up is that? What about if you get an abortion, are going to get the death penalty, but in that time you get pregnant? Do they kill you while pregnant? Achievement unlocked. Double kill. Men of Reddit, what do you think is more painful than childbirth? Acute radiation poisoning. Fun fact, it's impossible to administer painkillers effectively. Once your body starts decomposing with you still alive inside of it, there's nothing but pain left. Man, that was so fun. What a fun fact to read. Why are you attracted to boobs? Wouldn't you like to know, whether boy? You're being held at gunpoint. You just knocked the gun out of the person's hand, and now the tables have turned. What's the first thing you say? I'm gonna do what you should did 10 minutes ago. Shoots myself. Be me 5 years ago. Buying a bed at store. Store owner asks what's wrong with the old one. Told her I was jumping on the bed. She gets flustered and changes the subject. Just now realized jumping on the bed is a euphemism for Shreks. She thought I was having Shreks. Was actually just jumping on the bed. Wait, what, for real? I honestly thought that was like the most straightforward and easy to understand way to say that you were literally jumping on the bed. My worldview is crumbling. Is this why they tell kids to not jump on the bed? What were those 5 little monkeys doing then? Which SpongeBob character would you eat? Patrick, 16%. Plankton, 12%. Sandy, 15%. Mrs. Puff, 57%. Sandy's cheeks. How to cook your dragon. Them non-visible wafers. I'ma keep it real with you, chief. She don't even gotta be visible. I've got a whole harem of invisible wafers at my place. I love being schizophrenic. How do I make myself schizophrenic? Identical twins married identical twins and gave birth to sets of identical twins. This is how China was made. Describe the horniest moment you ever had. Was at my auntie's funeral and I touched her boob by accident, but that shit still felt so squishy and soft, and at that moment I was harder than a ducking rock. I told my parents that I wanted some alone time with her and say my final words when in reality I was feeling her up in her casket and my dick was just bursting with nut inside her tits. Felt so soft, bruh. Alright, I'm logging out, bruh. When does employee admits to pooping in Wendy's chili for over 2 years? When does employee caught pooping in Wendy's chili? Best tasting chilies in the state. Hasn't been the same since they fired him. I walked in on my girlfriend having Shreks with her personal trainer. Me. Okay, this isn't working out. Guess she was having a cheat day. Haven't you all realized that the Master Ball is just a poke ball with Wario's thong stretched over it? It has a 100% catch rate because no Pokemon wants to escape the warm embrace of Wario's underwear. How is that just something you know? Easy ways to kill a husband? I cannot drown him. Inject insulin under his tongue, that way the mark will never be found. Then drive the body 2 hours away from your house, that way you're outside the geographical profile. Then dig a hole 12 feet deep and put his body in it. Fill halfway, then put a dead animal and cover it. That way if they bring dogs, the dogs will just alert to a dead animal. If the cops so happen to find the body, they will run a touch screen to see if there were any drugs involved. Insulin won't show up on a normal touch screen, and if they specifically test for insulin then they will assume that it was undiagnosed diabetes. Oh, you meant a sim. Oops. If they find a body in a 12-foot hole and then find out of normal insulin in the blood, they'll assume undiagnosed diabetes? Well, shit, I thought it was murder, but it's one of those undiagnosed diabetic comas where you sleep dig yourself a 12-foot grave and fill it in. The dead animal on top was probably a snack for blood sugar, probably. Obviously this is video game's fault. Cows have Shreks while walking, and car hits them interrupting their Shreks. Is your mom okay? Men will literally use your beauty products in the shower and not even know what it's for. Leave my dark spot exfoliating scrub alone. No, it's going on my balls. What is the worst thing to say on a first date? So how far from a school zone do you live? I got 0 in maths once, which is basically like getting 100%, since the only way to get all of the answers wrong is knowing all the right answers. Bruh, you got some real ass opening perspective there. Love the optimistic vibes. Don't have an award, so take my precious virginity instead. That escalated quickly. Let's play a game. You're now the president. Make a change to your country. First reply will choose how it will backfire. Featured comment. Geo. Morgan Freeman. Me. Show me the best narrator. David Attenborough. Me. I said show me the best narrator. Memellion artificial intelligence narrator. Me. Perfection. If you want to be featured in the next video, use hashtag dankness.